Welcome back. In the last video, we created the texture for the couch and for the chairs. And in this video, we're gonna focus only on the table to create this beautiful coffee table for this area. So for this, I'll click on the table, and here, where we have the materials, I'll go to the frame. We're gonna start with the frame, and I will go to the shading tab, and over here I'll press the slash button so I go out of this um, isolation mode. Let's get closer to the table, zooming in there. I'll click on the table and click on the dot, the delete button. This brings me very close to the table, close enough to be able to see it. With the frame selected, I will press on this green principal BDCF, Ctrl Shift T, go on the table. We have here table frame, and choose the diffuse map and the normal map. And here we have our frame. Let's change the size. I go here to mapping, scale, and select all of them and say 2. Now if you go very closely, you're gonna notice that this texture, it doesn't fit with the, I want it to be like vertical, like here. This is good, but this is not good. This is not what I want. So for this, I will go to layout, press tab, A, U, Smart UV project. Okay. Now with this table selected, I'll go to UV editing. I'll press on the dot, the delete button to get closer. And with this selected, I will deselect it, click outside anywhere. And I want only these vertical legs. To select them, pressing shift to select multiple in the same time. So I have my shift connected. And now I will go around it. Actually, first, I think I'll go out of edit mode. I press tab and press that isolate button again. You can see the button here, the slash button. So I can see only this because I want to go around it, and those objects, they are bothering me. So like this, I press tab again and continue selecting this every single face from the legs all the way around. And I will also go here to this material mode, so we can see exactly the table. I have a face missing here, and I have a face missing here, I think. No, that is good now. Yes, with all these faces selected, you see I have one missing here. Let me see inside here. Yes, now all these pieces are selected. With these pieces selected, I go here in the left and I say A to select all of them. R. Oh, make sure we don't have this selected. No proportional editing. So you say R and we say 90. We can leave them like this. Doesn't matter, they go out of this. Actually, I really don't want to resize them. Now we can go back to layout. And this looks very good. So if I zoom in over here, we can see that now the texture looks very different than earlier. And this is what I want. Exactly like this. This is what I wanted. Perfect. Now let's move on to the next one, the table wood. Okay, so we go back in shading. And for the table wood, let me zoom out so I can see this. Go to Principal BDCF, Ctrl Shift T, and here I go to table wood and select color, normal, and roughness. Now all of them, they are connected. Let's change a little the UV, because if you can see here, the top part, it faces this direction. I want it in the other direction, to face it like this. So for this I will go to the UV editing, deselect all this, and with the face select, we have here face select, or press number 3, we select the top face, and here we have to select it, R, and say 90, back in layout, and now we can see that this face has this direction of the lines, and this looks more natural, especially because we're gonna see this table from this point of view, and I feel this looks much better. And now let's go back to shading, because I want to change the size of it, and here in the scale I select all and I say 2. Perfect. Now we stay here in the shading and we click on the glass. Let's do the glass. How we do the glass to be transparent? Well, there is a very easy way. Few steps. First we need to delete this one. So I click on it and I press X to delete, and I will add 3 nodes. So I press Shift A to get this panel. I press Shift A, shader, and I have here glass. Then press Shift A again, shader, and we have here transparent, because I want a transparent glass. And we have to mix these two together. Now it is very black. Press Shift A, shader, and mix shader. We're gonna connect these two here. Let me zoom in so you can see. So I take the glass and I put it here. I take the transparent and I put it here. And I take the shader to the surface. Now I have beautiful glass. If this is not working for you, you have to change here an option. You can change it anyway, so you don't have problems. Viewport display. So I am on the glass, and here I go to viewport display, and scrolling down, you see blend mode from opaque. We change to alpha hashed, and shadow mode also to alpha hashed. This is perfect. But now I want to change some stuff about this glass, because if you go far away, let's say from camera view, this glass is not very noticeable. It looks empty. Maybe now it doesn't, but when I will render this, it will look mostly empty, like there is nothing here. So I want 2 things. First, I will go to layout mode. I will select the table and go into edit mode. And with the face select, I select the top face, and I will extrude this up to be a little more thick, because at the moment it's just a plane. So press E to extrude and move it up, but not too much. Like not like this. This is too much. But something like this, this looks good. I like this. Okay, so back to shading and go out of edit mode. Okay, this looks actually very good. And we're gonna change here the roughness from 0.0 to 0.4, like this. And also I wanted to change the mix shader from 0.5 to 0.7 to be a little more rough, but also a little more transparent in the same time. You see how the glass looks like? I think actually I want the glass even more, even less roughness. So I'll say 0.2, because I like the reflection that it was earlier from the light. Here, if you really want, but this is not necessary, I will just show you. You change the color of the glass. You can make it blue. Actually, I feel like the blue looks pretty good. What happens if I make it like a dark blue? Yes, I feel like this actually looks good. Let's see in layout, so we can see from far away how the design of this table looks like. You can choose any color you want, or you can leave it white, or it's up to you. Like I will give you here just guidance. to create the design of this room, but I actually think I really like tone blue. But I think I want to increase the roughness a little more. I feel it's too much transparent. So I go back to shading. And here, because from close it looks good, but from far I don't like how it looks. So let's say 0.3. No, even more. I say 0.5 like it was in the beginning. I think it was good. Yes. Yes, we have no more reflection, but the thing is that we're gonna see this table from far away anyway, so I don't think that matters that much. The reflection. Because we're gonna be like around here and we're gonna have an animation at the end of this course. Maybe then we're gonna get closer and see this table. But actually I want it less transparent. So I will change this factor to zero point 0.5. Zero point 0.5. And here I also want it too much blue. More like this and more dark. Yes, I feel like this is good. This is good. So this is how you create the texture for the table. In the next lesson, we're gonna texture the floor and the walls. Thank you for watching and see you in the next video. Bye!